How you doing, brother? Happy Black History Month.
It's November, bro.
Oh, did you not hear? We're taking away that other one, so y'all can have this one. Y'all get 13 days.
Yep.
Roll out. I had police officers come up to me and say, bro, I love the content, which is kind of scary. Caucasian police officers. They joking about that at the station.
You're saying the part that they don't get to say.
Yeah. It was my thing. When I first started, I said, roll to 1 million. I was like, bro, no, I'm finna go. If we gonna do it, let's go. So roll to 1 million, hit 1 million, hit 2 million, hit 3 million. And now we at 4.5 million on TikTok, 1 million on Instagram, 500,000 on Facebook. So every day I'm pouring out. Even though it was making people laugh, I was still pouring out and I wasn't getting poured into.
And this is a little spicy.
Mm-hmm.
Have you met anybody who you, because of your childhood seeing them or just your assumption, like, oh, they cool, and you met them and it was like, oh, they not that.
Yo, that's why it's called the Selah Podcast.
What is that? You better stop just inhaling stuff you get off TikTok shop. Them folks, you gonna be around here with a limp.
Little energy boost.
Yeah, all right.
If you've taken a sniff.
Bro, let me smell it.
Yeah, bro, get a hit.
You gonna hit it?
Everybody,
Peer pressure,
man.
bro. Go on, hit you some.
Heat.
Go on, get you some, bro.
Get you some, man.
Mmm.
Shake it up for
Ice.
ice.
Smell like ice.
Shake it up for ice. That's
Oh,
all
get
it
you
is,
my
ice.
real ice.
I need to wake up.
Dang.
Shoot, boy, you took that to the head. Shoot.
And that's how peer pressure works.
Wait, tight. But okay, so let
Peer
me ask you
pressure.
this: why you stopped doing Officer Redback videos?
I didn't.
You did.
I'm editing one today.
Yeah, but when the last time you did one?
Like 3 days ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm.
When did you
prepared.
stop watching my content?
When you stopped doing Officer Redback videos?
I think a lot of people may have. I did.
No,
Take a little
okay,
break.
but did you stop for like not stop, but like you took a little break,
I took a look. Yeah, but it wasn't
like
even
a couple weeks?
It probably went a couple weeks. It probably was a week. You talking about a new Officer Redback video? Yeah, it probably was like 2 weeks.
What? You slowed down on purpose?
It was just a lot going on. I ain't had my car for 2 weeks. Yeah, or a month. I ain't had my car. But you know, we was getting rentals, and then I was like, hold up, bro. Let me get this together.
Right.
So, yeah.
Um,
then one for today though.
You said what?
I'm posting one today, a new one.
Officer Redback. But you don't feel like no type of way about like how people may be looking at you doing them officer, especially with like what's going on in the world now. You don't feel a certain type of way.
No, not at all. Because it's comedy though. You can get away with a lot in comedy. Some stuff you say in comedy ain't funny in regular conversation. You know what I'm saying? That's how comedians be getting away with so much. But it's funny because everybody really want to say it.
What you mean that's true? I don't understand what you're saying.
Like, it's stuff that he can say and people will laugh at it. And if me and you said it,
Oh,
Or
okay.
if it happened in real life.
Or if it happened in
Get
real
on the
life.
ground, monk, from a black dude who's.
I got you.
but it's still a hypersensitive time right now.
It is.
So
But it's a hypersensitive time about a lot of stuff.
Yeah, pretty much all the time too.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
But do you feel like, so you never once in your head, like, come on, bro, you never once in your head was like, I'm pushing it, like,
Yeah.
but then what?
But then I always be like, it ain't that deep.
All right.
But-
Well, okay, look, Jimmy Kimmel literally got took off of his platform,
And it wasn't
and
deserved.
it wasn't even like a,
It wasn't deserved.
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it wasn't.
Camel, bro.
But they say they disguised that because if he was gonna get fired for the bad ratings, he would have got fired before.
Right.
But as soon as he
That
said
didn't
that,
make his ratings just, that wasn't the rating tip of the iceberg. Like,
right.
whatever, however that phrase goes, that wasn't that. That wasn't that. That wasn't the thing that just tipped everything over.
Right.
Like,
That's what. Yeah. Exactly. But I'm saying, but you don't see something like that, and you be like, hey, I need to kind of watch what I'm saying.
what he did and what I do, I feel like they weren't really related though. He didn't really do nothing though.
He didn't.
I don't feel like he
But
did
it's like
nothing.
who you. All right, so let me say this. With you,
Mm.
your the specifically the Officer Redback videos
Mhm.
could be something where it's like, all right, like black people like, all right, he black, but this ain't funny because of what we going through or what we dealing with.
And I get those comments a lot.
But it ain't enough to make you feel threatened.
It don't matter if it was. In my head, I think it like I'm gonna post what I want to post, and even
Real talk though.
but you got to realize the ratio of who's saying that.
Who is your audience?
Black people.
So is it the fact that you get more laughs than you get more pushback?
Probably, but I don't really read comments like that, so I don't even know when I'm getting that much pushback. I don't
So-
read my comments.
Do you feel like in the grand scheme of things,
Mhm.
the people have the power? Like if they was to
Always.
stop
If they stop watching the
interacting
videos,
with
it's over with.
content.
Yeah. But then you got people who watch, they literally hate people and they still watch their videos.
True.
Just because they hate them. But I'm not trying to be hated, of course. But
Right.
it's definitely something I've been, especially like for Jira. Like I don't want Jira going to school and people like, oh, what's up, Monk? Like that ain't gonna be, you know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
Especially for Jira. I was like, ooh, I probably need to,
So when is the window to
Yeah.
cut it off?
right? Or do I cut it off?
Or do you cut it off?
Or do I let that boy grow some tough skin?
Hey, saying monk to me in elementary school,
Yeah,
In elementary,
that's gon'
because it's kids, bro.
That's wild.
I had a kid come up to me. He was like, put your hands behind your back. And it was a kid who I know him, but I was like, oh gosh,
like
know,
being able to imagine what if I didn't know him, or
Yeah.
what if he was
they saying
little-
that definitely proves that they saying this stuff at school, and I don't know, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, Ty.
But it's my doing.
Yes.
So what is the inspiration behind Redback?
I was doing that character for a long time before it blew up. Like me and Kendrick did like a police POV when we first moved into our apartments, and that was what 2022 or something like that. But it took off in 2024. So 2 years. I wasn't posting it a lot, but one video took off because people thought it was a real body cam. They thought it was real footage of an officer saying this to these people, and they was like, bro, he's hilarious though. And people actually thought I was a police officer in real life. And I've had police officers come up to me and say, bro, I love the content, which is kind of scary.
Yeah,
That's
because
kind of scary.
If you love the
Caucasian police
Yeah.
officers come
it's
up to
almost
me.
like they feel like they can, like you're saying a
They
part
joking about that at the station.
Yeah, you're saying the part that they don't get to say.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's how they feel.
Yeah.
That's what he just said.
I'm telling you.
He can say stuff.
I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
but-
And do stuff.
Yeah, but that ain't all, because then you get this like uprising of people that's like he's the voice that we don't have,
Yeah.
but he ain't trying to be that voice. He just being funny.
But even in the other stuff that I did, like with the gender reveals or the people, just the college reenactment stuff, I was getting pushed back on that. It was a lot of like people who was like, you just mad because you didn't go to college, not knowing that I did go to college. Did I finish? That's not the question that you're asking me, right? You asked me, did I go? But they was like, you just mad because you didn't go to college and get off these people, not knowing that these people asked me to make the video. You know what I'm saying? So you going to get pushed back no matter what you do.
Yeah.
If I was finna say if it ain't like just straight Christian or whatever, but you still gonna get pushed back then. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Well,
But it's very edgy, the stuff I do.
For sure.
but
very
all right,
For sure.
we'll go into like letting them tell how you got here. But I want to ask one question. So do you feel like a balanced approach can garner the views that can like sustain a person who want to be an influencer, like for good, like a person who wants to be a full-time influencer and make money doing it?
What you mean?
Do you feel like trying not to offend everybody, trying to make sure
No, if you walk and you try to please everybody,
you ain't gonna be able to make money?
bro, you
doing
ain't gonna be able to make it. Like you ain't
gonna
gonna want to do videos no more because you ain't even gonna be doing what you want to do.
I struggle with that, bro.
Yeah, you can't do what.
But so
what
how you
other
feel
people
about
like.
so like what so is that your mindset more so like I'ma just do you seek the edge, or you just feel like you're an edgy person?
I don't seek the edge. You grew up with me. I say stuff that just be like,
Why would you say
bro,
that?
you know?
Yeah.
But it's I don't seek to be edgy. I don't be like, oh, Chat GBT, what can I say edgy today? You know, it ain't like I'm going around trying to be edgy. I'm being myself. But that is sometimes it offends people or whatever. But my job is not to please everybody.
Yeah.
My job is not to please everybody. At the end of the day, just on the content creator side, my job is people getting off work, people dealing with just dealing with life. And I'm dealing with life too. But people dealing with life, if they can go home and they can look at their phone and they can scroll and be like, bro, I feel a little bit better. That's really,
you did what you wanted to do.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. Well, for those of you who don't know, we got Titus. His name used to be
Bro,
King X Cody.
bro.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't understand that name for a while because you put the I on the end.
Somebody took the Y. They lame. Whoever took the
Oh,
Y.
you couldn't?
No,
Wow.
whoever took the Y, y'all lame.
And it's crazy they had King X Cody with the Y.
Yeah.
Wait, they had it trademarked?
No.
Nah, but you know, like if you
try to do it on Instagram or
Okay.
it's over with. And
Yeah.
I wanted them to all be the same. So.
But he's our real deal, like blood brother.
Yeah.
So we grew up with him and seeing what y'all getting to see now. We saw that when he was young. So this been crazy to see him go from where we was to now, like he doing his full time, you know, being able to take care of his family with it. What's like the story? Like I know some of it, but I don't know everything that went on with you in your head and your experiences. I wasn't in class with you. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't out at night with you, whatever. What was your like experience? How did you get here? Like starting from, you know, the beginning.
From the beginning, I was making videos when I was probably in the ninth grade, 8th and 9th grade. I just used to make little funny Instagram videos, and that's when Instagram videos could only be like 15 seconds. I was making them then, and I would post them, and people at school would be like, man, that was funny. It was always like the comedy, or I had a phase where I was like rapping, trying to post a rap every week for like 2 years, and it was doing well and stuff like that.
Throwing paint at the wall.
Bro, just trying to see but doing what I enjoy, trying to see what works. I quit football my 11th grade year to make videos, and people was talking about me for doing that, but it was something I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? So
You gotta have that part of the
yeah,
story.
people prayed on my downfall. But even when I quit football, it wasn't like a bunch of people like, bro, you lame. Of course, like the first week, it was like that, but then they was like, bro, we get it. You know what I'm saying? They knew I like football, but I was in choir. You know what I'm saying? I was doing theater and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I quit my junior year, straight made videos for that whole year. Came back to football my senior year and took a break until college. In college, I picked back up with the rapping, and then I was in a group in college called Ignite, and we was like a worship leadership group. And somebody was like, man, this when TikTok first took off. Because it used to be Musically or whatever, and then it turned into TikTok, and it really took off.
TikTok is Musically?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, TikTok is a branch of Musically.
I didn't know that.
Same colors and
Right,
everything.
it is.
Yeah.
I remember Musically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. Yeah. But TikTok was created, then somebody got me a shirt. And I don't know if I still got that shirt. If I do, it was vinyl, so all the stuff about ripped off of it. But they gave me a shirt and it had the TikTok logo, and they was like, this for when you blow up on TikTok. And I was like, bro, what? I don't even make TikTok videos. You know, everybody watching them because it's blowing up. So I started making them, making the videos, and you know, I was just doing it because it was fun. They weren't getting no views. Nothing was really happening. Then I had a video. It got 15,000 views, and I thought that was it.
No, that was crazy though,
bro. But it was like a shot in the dark video, because all of my content was random. It was like a shot in the dark video, and I was at work, working at Food Sackless, and my phone was just buzzing. And I was just going off. I was like, bro, 15,000, not 15,000 likes, 15,000 views, bro.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I was looking and I was like, golly, bro, that's crazy. That's crazy. Kept posting them, brought in the pastor character, and then a lot of people gravitated towards that. And I just kept posting, hit 1 million followers. That was my thing. When I first started, I said road to 1 million. Because I saw a lot of people saying like road to 20K and road to, this and this. I was like, bro, no, I'm finna go. If we gonna do it, let's go. So road to 1 million. Hit 1 million, hit 2 million, hit 3 million, and now we at 4.5 million on TikTok, 1 million on Instagram, 500,000 on Facebook, 12,000 subscribers on YouTube, which I don't post, but that's where we need to be at, bro.
Yeah, no, that's insane, bro.
God is good, bro.
That's insane. Cause I like I said, I seen some of that stuff, especially when you talking about food cycles and stuff like that. I saw some of that stuff, so I know like some of the experiences or the different video ideas and topics you was doing.
Yeah.
But
we did some of them videos together, bro.
Yeah, we was rapping.
Yeah.
We was, but to me, I didn't see that as like chase worthy. I did know people was doing. I ain't gonna lie, I did because I remember that was around the time I used to watch DDG a lot.
Yeah.
So
he was Pontiac made.
He was killed. Yes, he was Pontiac made DDG. Yeah. But I saw it, but I ain't really see me having that type of, you know what I mean? But I could see you doing that.
Yeah.
And, at the time of you doing it, I kind of didn't really recognize your pursuit of it until it start picking up.
Yeah.
And that's how people, that's just like us, bro.
Yeah.
They don't really be aware until you start getting big.
Yeah.
So, I just can attest to like some of the ups and downs of that journey. Like what was
still ups and downs now, bro.
Okay, so let's talk about it. Like what's some of the let's talk about the lows.
Yeah.
Even from the beginning, the lows. I know you was talking about people was talking about you.
Right.
But that's kind of like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
But like what was some of the lows that it was like, cause you got a viral video out of you crying in the car.
Yeah.
So like what was some of them lows that was like really sticking with you?
I think it's me not knowing that what I was doing was still ministry because God called me to a certain thing. So every day I'm pouring out. Even though it was making people laugh, I was still pouring out and I wasn't getting poured into. Like I'm sitting here stuck in addiction. I'm sitting here, dealing with, I was in college at the time, but dealing with relationship issues, dealing with like financial stuff. Even though I'm at my mom's and them, I want to be on my own. And people coming through the drive-through like, bro, why are you working here? Like that mess with you. So it's like, man, I should be so much further than I am. Just that it was some low moments. And even in that video that you're talking about when I was crying in the car, it was just times like I was saying, pouring out just felt so empty, bro. Like, what am I doing this for? I don't like.
Yeah, but you getting love. So I mean, but
the
like
love wasn't doing it. The love.
Okay, can you like explain what you felt and how you felt in that video in particular, so we can get a gauge of what you mean?
In that video in particular, I was it was just a rough morning, and I was headed to either school or work. They down the street from each other, and I was like, dude, I'm just so tired of this. Like the feelings I was feeling, like I was making people laugh, but I was alone. At this time, I wasn't dating nobody and nothing like that. And I'm very emotional, anyways. But I felt alone. I felt like nobody appreciated, the effort that I was putting into this stuff. I felt like, man, can I even make a living out of this? Like, do I just need to go back? And I don't want to go back to not making videos at all because my heart was in it at this point. So I was just like, man, I just feel so empty, bro. The main thing I felt was just alone. Like I just felt alone. So, it was
like people seeing you in the drive-through at Food Cyclist, and they think that you made it, and then they see you working here, and they like, bro, what's up?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It was I remember in particular, I had just got promoted to drive-through because I was cooking the whole time. I got promoted to drive-through, gave somebody their change back. They was like, bro, you the dude who, make these videos. Then I was like, yeah, man, thank you. I appreciate it. He said, what are you doing here? I said, I work here. He said, bro, you got however many followers. I was like, yeah, I know.
At that point, do you remember how many?
I probably had 200K, 200,000 followers on TikTok.
Oh, that's crazy.
So like, is that motivating? Is that depressing?
Nah, for me, it was depressing. Because I was like, I'm not doing something right. Because I see people with 150K in LA collabing with these huge people, getting these huge brand deals.
Yeah, that's
and
really
every day I get up and I'm going to work. And I'm flipping chicken.
That's messing with you.
Yeah, that's just messing with me. And I was like, what am I not doing right? And being alone, like I said, feeling alone and feeling like, bro, I'm not even supposed to be doing this, John. I'm not supposed to do this.
So you felt like you was even out of your calling or out of
my lane, bro.
Out of your lane because of how you felt of being alone?
Yeah. The whole thing was, it ain't supposed to feel like this. That's what I felt like. Not even knowing,
Right.
Yeah.
So, but okay, let me ask you this. Do you feel like it played a part? Do you feel like that benefited for you to be where you are now? Or do you feel like that was just something you regret going through? Or that was something that was like, it was just really like just a horrible time and you just wish it never happened? No,
it definitely benefited because that was the first time I had felt a low, but knowing that feeling, I ain't know how many lows I was going to go through in the future. And remembering, okay, I remember feeling like this, but it's going to get better. So it definitely helped.
Right. So you had to go through some of them bad lows.
Yeah.
So that whenever you did have another low, it was more so like, I done got through this before. I'm good.
It's going to be good.
It'll be all right.
It's going to be good.
That sound good.
Yeah.
But like, I know it's people now that's watching this and may want to be doing content, full time. That's like, yeah, I hear you, but that junk ain't panning out for me. I have too many lows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's the majority. Me blowing up, literally I feel like it's 1 in a billion, bro. Like, sometimes I feel like, was that supposed to happen?
No,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And like I said, I was first posting on Instagram in the 9th grade. I got 1 million followers on Instagram, bro. More than some actors and actresses, and that's great. Like, I felt like that wasn't supposed to happen, but it did. So I know that God hand in it, and even on Instagram, like, I'm just going to, like, being for real, I don't get paid from posting on Instagram. Not a cent, not a dime, not a penny, but my heart in it.
Okay.
My heart in it.
Right. But so what is, I don't know if this is a conversation for this, but like, you don't ever, because in the position you are now, you don't ever think like, but how do I monetize this?
Oh, I know I can get paid. No. I'm talking about from Instagram, the platform itself.
Oh,
I get paid for paid promotions and stuff like that.
Got you.
Yeah, people
on
say
Instagram.
People say post this on Instagram and I'll pay you this. There's partnerships.
So you've monetized it, but Instagram itself
most times when you get to a certain level, they'll say, "Oh, we just want you to keep posting." Facebook monetize, TikTok monetize, YouTube monetize, but Instagram I'm not. But that's the place where I'd be most excited to post.
Is Instagram, like, Instagram will pay you?
They pay.
So they pay people?
They pay people.
So why they don't pay you? You got all them eyes.
Weird, bro. It's weird.
You need a manager, bro.
Yeah. Instagram, we gotta figure it out.
If we got a manager that's watching this video, y'all reach out to either reach out to us or reach out to Titus.
Yeah.
All right, so you said something about and if you have a question too, you can ask, but you had said something about not knowing if this was for you, and you were saying about how you ain't know if this was the right lane and all that type of stuff. Do you feel like it was some angelic or demonic play in your life? Like, demonic being presences that tried to, like, delay you, presences or using people to try to delay you, or angelic in the sense of like notoriety push or some type of presence that kind of put your name out there to help promote you in this whole journey? Do you have a story or something where you was like, bro, the devil tried to, or I saw like anything like that happened to you where you noticed the spiritual backing?
For sure. Even with this recent thing where I was able to open up for J Todd, he's like a major gospel artist. People sing his songs everywhere. And our song was just born. She was like a day or two old. And he DM'd me on Instagram. And he was like, hey man, I want you to come open up for the show that we're doing in Birmingham. And I was like, okay, you want me to do comedy or what do you want me to do? He was like, no, I want you to sing. And I was like, where are you seeing me singing at? You know what I'm saying? I know I post those videos.
What make you want me to,
Right. I was like, okay, I can do that. Just shoot me the information. I'll talk to your manager. We get it figured out. Yeah. But I know that was a angelic moment. Like for my name to be even mentioned in the room where they was at. And I know I got a lot of followers and they was like, probably like, man, he got a lot of followers, let him pull up. But they could have said, let him come do a comedy set. But God know my heart is really for worship.
Exactly.
He know my heart is really for worship. So that definitely was angelic. Like that was a moment that I was like, bro, God, you have those moments you like, bro, God real, bro.
No, that's
like,
crazy.
God is real. And even on the flip side, like there was times where I remember you was first teaching about meditation, like meditating on the word and stuff. And I remember I was in a place where I was feeling like I was held up, like financially. And I was like, bro, I'm doing this, and this. And, this ain't working. And I remember literally we did a Bible study and I was meditating and I went like spiritually. And I know people like, bro, you just sound, you too deep. But literally I went spiritually to a place and I saw a bunch of ropes hanging with money bags tied to them. Like just money hanging. And I got a sword and I just start cutting them down so they fall and the money spread up, spread over. Literally like a week or two later, I got a partnership with Meta for this thousands every month. Like every month. They said, we just want you to post, bro.
That's crazy.
And that was, I knew my finances was being held up spiritually, but I had to take the initiative and go and say, nah, bro, I'm not.
Yeah. So in the spirit, you saw yourself cutting it down.
Yeah. And then even when my barber came and dropped off $1,000, not knowing that I was going through it in him, saying, bro, I think I need to go and work with Tobias. Wow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was like, because this ain't gonna work. I got a family now, and $1,000 at the doorstep when I'm literally asking God, am I supposed to be doing this?
Right.
And he'll confirm it,
Hey, bro, I know you just hit on it, but man, bro, what are them days like though? Like you married, you got kids.
It's a lot. Today was one of them days.
Waiting on social media to let the check.
Bro.
Like what?
Today was one of them days. Because I literally didn't get paid from Facebook last month. And I was like, it was a couple $1,000s. And I was like, dang, that sucked. And I was talking to the representative and stuff. It was like, yeah, we may, it'll be there in the next couple of days. But this was back in August. It didn't come. I hit him up again. I was like, what are we doing? I got to pay my bills. And of course I was fine. I was still fine. But you don't want thousands of your dollars to be held up. Right. When y'all said y'all was going to pay me on this day, It was like, oh, it'll be there in September. Are you serious? A month? You want me to wait a month?
Yeah.
You want me to wait a month? And it was like, yeah, there's nothing we can do about it.
That's cap. That's cap.
Come on.
Because if you can send it, you can send it when it's time to send it.
Come on. And I was like, you know what? I'm not finna get and this was the time I was paying for a rental for a month. Like this all happened at the same time. And I was like, you know what? I'm not finna get stressed out about this. I'm just gonna let it happen the way it happened. And it came through. But yeah, those days come. Today was one of those days I was just frustrated, bro. Like yesterday and today, I'm just like, bro.
I think though I think it's good for people to hear you say that.
Yeah.
Just simply because I mean, you know, we never really hear this side from like who they would call big influencers or whatever.
Be like everything always good.
Yeah. But it's good that he said that. But I wanna ask him because I know you openly, you know, show your appreciation and adornment for your wife.
Yeah.
But I just want to ask, like, how do she help you navigate like through these times,
bro?
The money is being held up and stuff like that.
I told her a few days ago. I was like, if she wasn't my wife, I don't know what I'd be doing or where I would be. And I know that God put her in my life to back me on a lot of this stuff. Because there was a lot of times I told her, I was like, I'm just finna stop. Especially when we first got married. Because the finances wasn't there. You know, we just got married. I'm doing social media full time. She was, you know, picking up jobs here and there, doing photography, babysitting, you know, doing what she can do. She pregnant at the same time because that happened fast. You know, so but she always encouraged me through everything. Like she motivated me and pushed me through everything. And there was times when the finances wasn't there and we would fuss and stuff like that. But I told her one day, and that's the crazy thing. I'm glad she's my wife. I told her one day, I said, it does not help me when you fuss at me because I know the money not there. I'm trying to figure it out. It don't help me when you fuss at me. And she never fussed at me again. Every time I expressed her, because her fussing at me, I was scared to tell her how much I had.
Gotcha. I know how that feels.
I was scared to tell her how much I had because I was like, she just finna, and that's not gonna help me. I just need to figure it out. But it got to a point to where I could come to her and be like, hey, this where we at. This what it's looking like. She'd be like, all right, all good. Cool. We just not gonna do this. We just not gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Cut stuff out. Yeah,
cut stuff out. And it worked. And I know that if that wasn't my wife, if it was somebody else, it would have been terrible.
Yeah.
What you doing? You need to figure it out. Putting their finger in your forehead and jump.
Nah, we nah, bro. And you should low key. He's speaking from a place of. He ain't just talking what could happen. Yeah. You mentioned you did mention too about J Todd, how that was such a blessing. You got to sing at his event and how he knew that you was
it's crazy, bro.
You know what I mean? Like most of your content, like you said, is comedy.
Yeah.
But how he knew, like, but I want him to sing.
Him enough.
Like, I want him to help lead worship.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how that event went, but I know in our region, and even just around the nation, people charge for events like that, church events.
Yeah.
You don't.
Not normally.
You don't. Right, but I don't remember if you ever charging for an event.
What you mean? Like
money?
And when I host an event.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you host an event, you don't charge.
Not normal. Yeah.
And people do that. Yeah. So, what are your thoughts on the church or church events being charged for versus like, okay, how you do it and why you don't? You may not charge, or what do you feel about that?
It's just my personal conviction because if somebody, I remember an artist came to this area and I was like, yeah, I'll pay. But I don't, and maybe it's a thing where I don't look at myself as on that level. That might be the thing. But at the same time, I don't want anybody to not be able to experience worship and the presence of God because they didn't have $25 to give. I don't want that to be nobody's excuse, bro. So we can have it. Of course, we'll give a spot. We'll set up a spot for giving, because that is definitely necessary. But I just don't want that to not allow somebody to get in the door because they didn't have enough money. And people be charging, bro.
I know.
People be charging, bro,
Yeah.
for events. And I know I could do it, but I think at the same time, at the same time, me saying, you know, I don't want nobody to miss out, you know, in the presence of God. Also, I just don't see myself. I just
Ever?
can't see I just can't. It's different if it's for, I don't know, bro.
So, okay.
I don't
Also, though, for you not to charge and you're having a worship night where you have a band,
Yeah.
you have singers,
Yeah.
they have to be okay with doing it for the same reason that
Yeah,
you're doing it.
and-
They can't be hounding you
Right.
about money and you saying, nah, we good.
And
So, how important is that?
out of every worship night that I've ever done, when I had, God put me with some people at college, in college, that just musically, they just
there.
dogs.
Yeah.
They just dogs.
Yeah.
And every single time that I had a worship night that I had them a part of it, not a single one of them asked me about money.
That's
ever.
Dope. That's dope.
Ever. And when I offer
That's
to
a
pay
blessing,
them,
bro.
they say, no, bro, you good. I enjoyed it. You know, I just want to be there. I just want to support you. And there's times where I was like, no, take the money. And they send an offering. Like,
Just
after I
bucking
didn't-
the system, bro.
yeah. I have paid people to do stuff, but I'm talking about out of that group, that core group, not a single one of them ever has asked me to pay them or asked me, all right, what your budget look like?
Does that, what does that mean to you? Like when you look at it in a spiritual sense, like what does that mean to you when it comes to like what you're gonna be going forward doing with them? Like are these people like irreplaceable
Yeah.
because of the way that they have been for so long, or is it like, nah, these my people, but if I get to, you know, be in certain rooms, I have to kind of move how they want me to move, and like, how do you feel about that?
Those are my people, is what I feel like. I go and ask them first, and if they can't do it, I try to see. I know I'm probably gonna have to pay somebody else, and I'm not choosing them because I don't have to pay them.
Right.
That's not why I'm choosing them.
Yeah.
I choose them because I trust them. That because I've had people that I've paid, when they come, they don't know nothing that we doing. They don't know. They don't know nothing that we doing.
Chemistry is big.
Chemistry is huge.
Unprofessionalism.
Yeah.
Chemistry is huge. Just like we was talking about at choir rehearsal. If we doing something with Fat Hope, I need to buy some drums. I need the eyes are gonna bass, or it ain't gonna feel right. It can feel right, but that's my preference.
Yeah,
that's my preference. Like I know. So with those people, them my people, and even like there was, I'm trying to get like this single recorded and stuff like that, and people are like, okay, these are my people who they trust, but I'm like, but this is my single, and I know who I trust. Gotcha. You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. So them my folks. Yeah. They're my people.
This a little spicy.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go how you want to go.
Yeah.
Talking about being in certain rooms where you may have to conform, maybe, or you bring your people in, whatever.
Yeah.
Have you met anybody? Because you've been in some rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You done been on some calls.
Mm-hmm.
You done met some people. Have you met anybody who you, because of your childhood seeing them or just your assumption, like, oh, they cool, and you met them, and it was like, oh, they not that. And vice versa, somebody who you thought was snobby, and you met them, and you was like, oh man, they fire.
Yeah.
Have you ever had that experience? Because I went to the
I was gonna
BCI
say that's,
thing with
that's
you.
the best thing to relate it to, the BCI when we went to Atlanta, and it was a bunch of content creators, worship leaders, you know, everybody was there. And most times it's the second thing you said. Even if I thought they wouldn't have a conversation with me, they've been cool enough to sit down and talk to people. Like when we met Kevin from Pentatonics, bro, he's like the coolest dude ever. And you would think he like, so man, much. I gotta go. Yes.
He want to talk to you.
Yes, he want to talk to you. So it was super cool to like sit and talk with him.
And he eat checkers. Like you know, bro, we almost wrecked with this man. You know that?
Yeah.
That's down to earth.
Bro, he ate checkers.
He had a mouthful of checkers.
Yes.
Pulling out. Almost got hit.
Yeah.
Jonathan Isaac, super humble, cool, down to earth.
That one for me.
Enrique Holmes, super humble, cool. CJ.
The twins.
The twins.
Or the triplets. Whatever.
Who the triplets?
Oh, Jason.
Yes, Jason them.
Yeah.
Fire.
Them dudes are cool.
Yeah.
So it's maybe because we was at some, it's a lot of Christians.
Yeah.
But
they did good.
everybody was like, everybody chilling, bro. And it wasn't just like, oh, they talking to me. I'm talking about the conversations they having with people who paid to come. They just chilling. They talking. So I don't really remember anything where somebody was snobbish. And maybe they weren't snobbish because it's me. But there have been people that I've met and I was like, oh yeah, they cool. But then I'm like, I'm not finna really get that close to them though. You know? Yeah.
I want to hit on this too, because this is a part of your life that was very trying. Before being at our small church, you was at a huge church with multiple campuses around the region. What are some of the differences that you noticed, good or bad, with those mega church type things, or mega church type ministries versus the smaller ministries? And I know that many times people are for the smaller ministries because they don't have. But what's the negative of them?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, what are some of those things that you noticed?
Positive and negatives of both. I think on the larger ministry side, the positive, people are so involved and people are so willing to sacrifice their time to be there. Most people who you see like working at these churches, they volunteers. They're not getting paid.
I was just gonna say, do you think it's because they getting paid though?
They don't get paid. Most people who do it, I'm talking about people running the small groups, people running sound, people helping with cameras. These people are not getting paid.
What?
Yes.
But ain't that a skill?
Yes, it is. But they just ready to work. And maybe they just, because they feel like, oh man, there's so much going on, but they ready to work. Like I just came from a conference, a women's conference that Right Way Christian Center just did. And my homeboy Joe work over there. He's the creative director. So he get paid to do his job, right? Everybody who helped run that conference, and it felt like I wasn't in Mobile when I was in that room, everybody who helped run that conference was a volunteer. He just posted a video about it.
Wow.
Everybody, and it was like literally probably 60 or 70 people.
Wow.
Everybody a volunteer. Running cameras, running sound, running lights, ushering, all this stuff. They was volunteering. So I think the involvement be like, dang, bro, it's really cool to see people, working together and excited to work together. Now on the smaller ministry side, we literally just had a meeting, bro. It's just us. We feel like
can't hardly get no help.
We can't hardly get no help. And of course the church is smaller, but we feel like, man, if all hands was on deck, we can get something done. Like it's like pulling teeth trying to get people to, do stuff. But on the large ministry side, the business, it feels more like a business than a church sometimes. Like we be worried about the money a little too much. And I know money is important. And I know because the church is so huge, we got to keep stuff up. Sometimes we worry about the money a little too much. And then you see a lot of people, when you hanging out with them and you close to them, they not living what they preach for real. They are very articulate. They know how to talk. They know how to make you feel good. And I know this just ain't this church. This a church thing.
Right.
They know how to preach and all this stuff.
Right.
But then when you sit down and talk to them, they cussing, they flipping folks off. Just because you friends don't make that okay.
No, that's true.
That don't make that okay. But and on the smaller ministry side, I mean, we don't really see that much, where we are, the being fake,
Right.
But I think the good thing about our church where we at right now is that the people who are willing to work, we gonna put our heart in it, and we gonna take it very seriously. Even if we gotta have coming to Jesus meetings sometimes because we getting a little tired because we doing everything.
Yeah.
We gonna put our heart into it when we doing it. And if I'm being honest, I hated coming back to Dad's church. I hated it when I first got there. But now I love it, and I'm excited to come to church because I knew I was supposed to be there. But I also at the same time knew I was supposed to be where I was at the time. It felt real good, bro. And I was learning so much, and then it was confirmation after confirmation after confirmation. I made connections with people. And then when I came back, but even when I used to hear the lives, because I didn't have no keyboard player. It was drums, and then a few of the church members up there, and Kendra used to play the lives, and I was like, babe, turn that off every single time. And it wasn't because y'all sounded trash. Y'all did. It wasn't because y'all sounded trash.
You definitely did.
It was because it hurt my heart so much.
Gotcha.
It hurt my heart a lot. So I was like, babe, just turn it off.
You kind of felt like it was some of your fault.
Yeah. I felt like it was a lot of my fault. Because, bro, you know how we are as a family. Y'all know how we are as a family. Yeah. To tell my dad, I'm not helping you no more build this ministry. I'm going over here. That's tough. You know how much that hurt me? And I know how much it hurt him. Probably not to the full extent. But, bro, it hurt me a lot, too. I went home and I just cried. But it was necessary for the time, I think.
Yeah, I do too. And you know something? Even though you did that, you had to tell him straight up. Like, hey, I'm going to be over here.
I gave him a Sunday's notice.
Yeah. I honestly, it is what it is, bro. That it happened. And I honestly feel like, being 100% honest, I honestly feel like that was such a great thing. Not just because you was over there and you learned, but having the ability, bro, I'm starting to realize, having the ability to be able to tell the people that you love the most, no.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, I'm getting emotional right now just thinking about it. Because there are certain things that I see the path of my life has to go. And if I continue to make everybody in my family feel good, I can't go.
You can't go. And
not in a sense like I got to leave church or nothing like that. That's not what I'm saying. But certain career choices. Sometimes I may say something that they may look at and be like, well, that's against the very core of what we stand for. Yeah. But because they haven't talked to me about it, they don't know how I stand on it. But just seeing the instance of it, they may feel a way. But I'm noticing, even though, like I said, that you had to talk to him and you had to step away and be like, I'm not coming back again. I'm not coming back again. I may come, one Sunday next month.
I mean that
right. But that gut to say that because you felt like you was in the right place, I admire that, bro. I think people need that because they will sabotage their destiny because they don't want to see their parents cry.
Yeah.
And you can't, I ain't gonna lie, you can't do that.
That's a lot of the reason, and I'm not downplaying college or anything like that. A lot of people go through a whole degree program for 8 years because they want their parents to be happy. And it ain't nothing to do with the call that's on their life. Oh yeah. So it hurt a lot. But I think we all gonna have a moment because for a lot of people, church is just supposed to be where they go every week to grow and be sustained. But for a select few of us, church is where we gonna learn and be just sent off to somewhere else, to somewhere bigger, to somewhere smaller. Like it is, we just can't be so, like you said, set on pleasing our family, no matter how close we are. And it's still hard for me, bro. Like,
yeah. So you said that process was necessary to go there for the time being. You end up finding your way back. Yeah. But what was it that you had to learn and that you learned in that process?
Some of the things that I learned is what we just did Sunday. Like, we ain't at a place where we can have our church set up. But what all the chords and all that stuff, I learned a lot of that at the other church.
Practical stuff.
Yeah, I learned a lot of that at the other church and at college. The business side of things, because I don't remember if y'all remember. I don't know if y'all remember, but when I first came back to the church, I said, "Bro, we need to have a meeting every week."
You did.
That's
what inspired me to be like, "Hey, y'all, let's do the meetings on Tuesday." Because I was like, I heard you,
bro. I said we need to have a meeting every week, or we not gonna get nothing done. And they was like, "No, man, we can do them monthly or every other month." Yeah. because we was just so we weren't used to leadership roles at a church. We was just going to church.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? And we may have been serving, but we was just going to church. So I learned the leadership. Musically, they taught me so much, like just putting me out there on an island, telling me to learn guitar and that you playing in 2 weeks, bro. I was so glad I left before. That might have been a drop.
So low key, you saying you left so you wouldn't have to play.
Oh man.
Like, but that's fire though.
Yeah.
Like,
they was
hey,
like, bro, you playing. They was like, you playing.
Bro.
That's a Selah exclusive, ain't it?
Yeah,
we ain't know about that.
Ain't nobody know that.
Yeah.
We ain't know about
Yeah.
But look though, I don't know who I was talking to. I don't know if it was my wife. I was talking to somebody, but I was like, hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. I get, we want to make everybody comfortable, but pressure make diamonds.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta, and I think we was talking about that with our meeting.
Yeah.
We was like, hey, we need these deadlines and we need them to be pressing.
Yes.
Because if nobody don't feel the intensity
pressure,
of getting it done, then they just chilling and take their time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't think that the bigger ministries, the bigger businesses, the things that run well and are successful,
Bro,
they don't chill.
They'll
It's
chew
pressure.
you out, bro.
Yeah.
I remember I was there, like, learning music. I used to look at Confidence Monitor so much. Like,
What is that?
that's where the
Oh.
lyrics are at
Okay.
for the songs. I learned the tune, and I say, I'm just going to read it on Sunday. I learn how it go. You know,
Gotcha. I see what you're saying.
but I'll read the lyrics.
Right.
Like it's doggone karaoke.
Right.
It wasn't a worship pastor or nothing like. The sound man told me, he said, Titus, you don't know these words. I'm going to turn it off on Sunday.
Because he saw you was depending too much on the Confidence Monitor.
He said, if you don't know these words on Sunday, you just going to look crazy. And he turned that mug off on Sunday. And I had learned the words though, but he turned it off. Pressure. The whole song. It went, and he wasn't trying to make it look like, oh, Titus, I want to, throw Titus out there on the island. I need to.
He was trying to make you better.
Bro.
Yeah.
And he was a dude who very like rough and rugged, straight to the point. But I knew he cared about me just because he did that.
Yeah.
And after I did it, he came up and he dapped me up. It was probably the only time he dapped me up. And he was like, bro, you did that, bro. He said, that song belong to you now.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
You got to have them tough conversations sometimes, bro.
You do, bro. Yeah. And I know even with your social media and you being able to, for that to be something where you are making a good enough income to be able to take care of things and enjoy life too.
Yeah.
That pressure, bro.
It's a lot of pressure.
Pressure
bro.
in your life. God used pressure on purpose. He sent Jesus into the wilderness to be tempted.
Yeah.
So like I think that sometimes as believers we so consumed with everything being okay that we don't understand that when it's not okay, it's actually helping you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that's even like proves the point of what you were saying about you crying in the car.
Bro.
It helped you.
Yeah, it did. Somebody said if you ever feel comfortable, you probably ain't doing everything God told you to do.
Bro, I love it. I love it. That's why me and Oz are doing this.
Yeah.
We was just talking about yesterday about a certain aspect of it that me and him both don't like.
Yeah.
That we have to do now.
Gotta push through
it. Otherwise, you're not going to win.
Yeah.
And we competitive. Mm-hmm. Like I want to win, and not that I'm competing with anybody, but it's really I'm competing with me.
Mm-hmm.
You're really competing with yourself, and I hear that with a lot of what you're saying. Like you felt alone, you felt attacked, you felt like people was coming at you or whatever the case may be. But it was how you felt, so you have to fight yourself. Mm-hmm. You have to fight yourself a lot.
That's the biggest fight, bro.
Yeah.
Fighting yourself, not getting complacent, bro. Complacency feels so good.
It feels so good. You just eating cereal with a sandwich, bro. And you right into what you do. Eating cereal with this
I ain't eating cereal with a sandwich since we was living
see,
together.
now you ain't complacent no more. See, but yeah, bro.
Yeah.
That life, the life that we be wanting, like they say, is right on the outside of your complacency or right on the outside of your comfortability.
Yeah.
It's real, bro. And so that's I hope that's what people are hearing, because that's what I hear when you talking.
Yeah.
Like I used to be like this, but I had to change. I had to switch it up.
And the pressure is constant too.
Pressure is constant. And like you saying with the bigger ministry, they was pressuring you. Guitar, taking the music off.
Yeah.
it made you prepared. So
hours.
Yes, practice.
Just sitting there practicing. Because if you don't get it right, you gonna look like you ain't get it right.
In front of
hundreds.
A lot of people.
Hundreds, bro.
Woo. Okay. We can kind of wrap it up.
Okay.
I do have this question I want to ask you. What does to you? What is either you can answer it however you want. What is either your end goal with this career? Like, have you looked ahead? Like when I'm 40, 50, what am I going to be able to adapt?
I'm not doing this forever.
Right. So maybe like in 20 years, what do you see yourself doing, or how do you see yourself adapting your social media content, or like what is your end goal in this career path that you?
I was literally thinking about this like yesterday, and I told my wife, I was like, bruh, I'm just trying to see what's next. That be a lot on my mind. Like, video's cool, bruh. And, you know, all this other stuff is cool, but I'm trying to see what's next. So down the line, I know that I want to make plays. Like, I want to write and direct plays.
Wow.
And it was something that I never thought I would have interest in. But I remember Prophetess Thornton prophesied to me when I was probably about 13 or 12. And she was like, I see you writing plays. I see you like Tyler Perry or something like that. And I was like, she missed. I was like, she missed with that one.
False promise.
She missed with that one. But now I am marrying a person who I married, who grew up a theater kid.
Yeah.
And I started doing theater my
Weirdo.
I started doing theater my senior year in high school. All throughout college, I did theater, opera, stuff. I was like, what am I doing? And they thought I was killing it. Even when I didn't think I was killing it. They was like, bro, they was fighting over me between opera and theater. Like saying, no, he gonna be in the opera. No, he gonna be in the theater. And wanting to write, like I won't go into the ideas and stuff, but wanting to write stuff for the kingdom that's gonna be for the world. Like people in the world gonna want to come see it, even though it's about the kingdom. And that I want to definitely do some acting and stuff like that. And I also want to make music and be. Worship is just always gonna be, I feel like, at the forefront. Even with the theater stuff, a lot of it is about worship. Yeah. Like that's a lot of it is just at the forefront. And that's something that I can see myself doing for the rest of my life. Right. Worship. Even outside, I can't see myself doing videos acting like a racist officer when I'm 40. Come on, dude. Yeah. Come on. Come on, dude. You know what I'm saying?
You open to leaving?
Open to leaving.
Mobile?
Oh yeah, I am. I wasn't. And God's still working on me. But I'm getting there. I say I'm getting there. Yeah. And I thought you were saying, am I open to leaving social media? Because I was gonna say I said that too. I said I want to just stop posting at some point, like every day. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my job. Like, I gotta make videos, edit them every day, and I'm like, I don't want to do that forever. I want to post when I want to post, but everything is fine if I don't post another video. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's where I want to be.
Yeah. Nah, that's fire. I think like Oz was saying, you know, with you having to leave, you feel like he may have to.
When he said acting,
bro, somebody literally told me they were just hitting some stuff, like on point stuff.
Oh, prophesying
to me. And this was probably like a month or 2 months ago. And it was a dude from Nashville. He had came down for Tyler thing, and he caught me and Kendra in the lobby, and he was just saying stuff. We just crying.
Oh, not even in front of people.
No, he called us in the lobby. Just start saying stuff. That's the dude who told her you've been serving your dad. You need to. Didn't even know my dad was a pastor. I haven't posted about that. A lot of stuff, I be a little hesitant on prophecies because I'm like, bruh.
You watched my videos, what I'm saying? And I just said it, yeah.
When do I post about my dad being? And this was before the roof fell. You know what I'm saying?
2 months ago. Yeah.
And he told me, he was like, and be open to moving. He said, cause somebody finna call your name, and it ain't gonna be here. they gonna need you down the road.
Got to.
Yeah.
Well,
And then that go back to the thing telling dad, hey dad, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, Pop.
I gotta leave for a week. I gotta leave for a month.
Or indefinitely.
Indefinitely.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's so scary to me, bro.
That can be scary, bro. Straight up. That can be
love
scary.
my family. That's why. Like, I love being around my family.
I love y'all too, but like I told Chantel, bro, if I had to move to Orlando, we
gone.
We are out.
No second thought. Gone.
No, but
y'all.
I get it though.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I get it, bro. But yeah, you got anything else you wanna?
No, we got a segment for you though.
Yeah.
We forgot to do it.
That's all right.
Oh, you got
We
it?
don't have an object,
Okay.
but give us something. Give us a word. Give the people something right quick.
I got
First
it.
thing come. Okay, go ahead.
I got a word for you. Naked.
Mm-hmm.
Boosted smoothie. Mighty mango machine. And I want to tell you that your nakedness is propelling you into your next season. It's boosting you. Did you hear? The word of the day is naked, boosted. It's boosting you into your next season.
My God.
Don't try to cover it up. Don't try to hide. Can I get an organ, A flat? Don't try to cover it up. Don't try to hide it, because it's about to push you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be afraid to be naked. They were naked but not ashamed.
Shabata.
And you should be the same. So take your clothes off. No matter if you in Walmart.
No. Hey, boy, y'all don't listen to it. Let me tell you some Selah Podcast. No, Titus Cody.
Them a bunch of false prophets.
All right, man. We appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all.
We appreciate the word, bro.
That's them good questions.
Yeah,
Them was good.
Them was good. All right, bro.
Yep.